this is Shimokitazawa, the thrifting capital of Japan.
It's a good place to go if you're into vintage, used stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of people a lot of tourists, they don't know about Shimokitazawa.
Definitely, if you're into thrifting, definitely come down here.
Yeah, it's still got its edginess, its quirkiness about it, and it's got a lot of cool shops that you can't find anywhere else. So yeah, I recommend it. Check it out.
Want to take a break? You'll definitely find some good restaurants nearby.
Yeah.
This is a good place to go to. What's up?
I was thinking about things only in Japan. Good, bad, weird, funny. In terms of good, what are good things that you only get in Japan?
Good. Let's see. Public transportation is fucking good here.
Yeah.
Reliable, on time, cheap, efficient.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'm from the United States, and the state where I'm from, everything's kind of spread out. If you don't have a car, you're kind of screwed. Yes, we have buses, and I think we have also the trolley, but it's very slow.
The best transport in Japan has to be the bullet train.
Oh yes, the Shinkansen.
Yeah.
You literally can go from like all throughout Japan for a good price.
Yeah.
And very fast.
Yeah, and it's not that expensive if you think about it, because it goes to like 200 miles an hour, and it costs about what? Ichiman gosen. Yeah.
Definitely, I would say if you're traveling all throughout Japan, skip the airplane and do the Shinkansen.
Another good thing is, this actually happened to me last week. Fucking hell, man. I got a story to tell you. A couple of weeks ago, I left my jacket on the train, and
oh shit.
I had my wallet, my ID card, my UK cash card, which is contactless, so some dickhead could just use it randomly.
Oh man.
My Japan bank card, my house key, and the key to my bicycle, which costs $3,000.
So how did that story end up?
So I shit my pants, and I called the lost property, and she said, when the train reaches its final destination, we'll let you know. I was shitting myself for 2 hours, just waiting. And eventually, when it got to the destination, they said, we found your jacket.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, and had everything inside. I think I had like Yonman cash as well.
And because it's Japan, you probably end up with more than what you had initially.
Yeah. If that was the UK, my wallet would have been gone.
Same thing. If it was in the US, yeah, it'd be gone. But in Japan, usually if you drop something or leave it somewhere, someone will usually take it to like the nearby like police box.
Yeah.
Or the store nearby, and usually you'll get it back.
I've lost my wallet, I think 4 times, and I've got it back every time. Now let's move on to the bad.
The bad. Oh.
You go first.
Okay. Bad. Work culture in Japan sucks. Fucking sucks. Coming from America, having a little bit more freedom with your work, being judged based on your ability, Japan sucks in that aspect because, for example, pay. Your pay is based on your age, not what you can do sometimes. Well, I mean, if you're working for like an international company, maybe things will be different, but if you're working for like a straight up Japanese company, even if you have all the experience in the world, you can still be paid less than someone else just because you're younger.
Yeah, you could be like the most skillful person, but you're going to make a fraction because the old granddad's been there for 20 years.
And and until that granddad passes away, like the chances of promotion is very low, very slow.
Yeah.
Even like pay raises, it's like here in Japan mentioning it is like taboo, but in America you can be like, I've been working here for so and so amount of years, I think I deserve one. And most likely in America they'll understand you or meet you somewhere, but in Japan it's very rare to do that. It's considered rude to ask for a raise.
Oh, look at little doggy.
He's like, I'm not moving, I'm staying here.
That's how you feel after a 6-day week?
Yeah, that's how I look like after a 6-day week. That's how I look like after one day.
Buying a phone in Japan.
Oh yeah, that sucks, man. If you're not Japanese, you better speak good Japanese.
It's like buying a car. I bought a phone last week, and it took me, no lie, it took me at least 2 hours. Weird. What weird or funny shit have you seen that you've only seen in Japan? Because I've seen like I've seen so much weird shit in Japan that I could write a book about it.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of weird stuff. That's
like-
a good one.
I got one.
What?
Most of it happens on the train. I saw one guy, and I see him quite a lot, and he's called two Nintendo DS guy, because every time he goes on a train, he plays two Nintendo DSs at the same time. One on his like left thigh, one on his right thigh, and he just takes like the stick out and plays with both of them.
What?
Yeah, man.
No, I haven't.
He's a cool guy.
I haven't run into anything like that, but it's definitely on the weirder side. But in Japan, it's one of those things, like, because you spend a lot of time traveling in public transportation, a lot of people tend to play video games either on their phone or handheld. So it does make sense. So I would think that, I don't know, at least in Japan, like you see a lot of older people, probably people in their late 30s or even in their early 40s, playing like a handheld game on the train. Where in America, you probably wouldn't see that.
Yeah, gaming's a lot more accepted for adults here, and hardcore games. I saw some girl playing Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
I don't know any girls in the UK that would even know that game
same
existed.
thing. But yeah, here it's more accepted. Like if you're into video games and you play it on the train, no one really cares. It's not a bad thing, but I guess for us, because we're from Western countries, it's just not typical.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, but also pretty cool. Like people can dress the way they want. Like
I agree.
In America, the way you dress, people are afraid that they're going to be like ridiculed or made fun of, or people in America really care about what people think, right?
Yeah.
In Japan, to the point, they're pretty similar, but I feel like you can wear what you want, and it's okay. People don't care. Like I feel like you can go down like Harajuku, anywhere in Tokyo, you can be cosplaying, wearing something that has anime on it, and people just don't care. If you like something, not just for clothing in general, if you like something, you can flaunt it, you can express it the way you want, and people don't care. I feel like even if you're 30 or 40, you can still continue liking the things that you like, and you don't have to give it up.
Yeah, definitely. Some of the most interesting, colourful people I've seen have been in Japan, and man, woman, middle-aged, doesn't matter. I've seen the strangest, weirdest like costumes here, cosplay, and I think it's pretty sick. I think it's good that they can express themselves, because I think in Japan, where everyone is forced to be so uniform, this is their outlet, their release, their stress released by expression of clothes and fashion. They can do that without being ridiculed.
Especially, like for example, in their own city that they live and work in, they may not wear something or dress a certain way, but if they make a trip to Tokyo with their friends, they know that they can dress the way they want and wear what they want and not be ridiculed or made fun of. Whereas I feel like in America, even if you were to go somewhere outside where you live, you'd still be worried about, this person's going to make fun of me or make weird comments. But in Japan, even though people may think it's weird, they're not gonna tell you to your face that you're weird. So that part I feel like Japan's kind of safe. You can wear what you want. It can be a little awkward or a little different, and it's cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to give it up. In America, it's more like you kind of worry about that, so you keep it like to yourself. If you want to do something, you do it within your own house.
Yeah. Could you imagine someone in America or the UK, like a man dressing up like a Sailor Moon character or something?
Yeah, no, I feel like,
and just walking down the street.
They would. I feel like it would be hard because they just know that you'll be either ridiculed, bullied, or made fun of. America, they don't like people that stand out. If you stand out, they're going to tell you look weird.
It's funny, yeah, because when you think of Western culture, you think of people being individual, but some things are just not going to fly.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Like, even though it has nothing concerning them, they feel it's their right to express that they don't like it. So but in Japan, they don't care. They keep if they don't like it, they just keep it to themselves.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like in America, people that are into like anime and cosplay, the only time they can kind of be themselves is at like a event, like a Comic-Con, right?
Yeah. Good.